my name is Haley, and today we're going to go over how to properly carry a microscope. So, first off, after you get your assigned microscope, you're going to come to where the microscopes are kept. And the best way to do this is to grab it by the top handle first, gently slide it out until you can cup your hand underneath like this. This way you're stable so you won't drop it when you bring it over to your lab bench. After you have plugged your microscope in, the on switch is going to be located on the right side on the bottom. That will turn on the light source. You have the coarse adjustment knob. This moves the stage right here up and down. The fine adjustment knob right here is going to focus on the image. These here are the different lenses. You have the 4X, the 10X, the 40X, and the 100X lens. This is also the oil lens. Whenever you use oil in any of your slides, you only use this lens. You cannot use 4, 10, or 40X. Otherwise, the oil will seep up into the lens and damage it permanently. So make sure you only use oil on the oil lens. With these pieces, you can move where your slide is located on the stage. And up here, these are your ocular lenses. This is what you will use to look at your sample, and you can also adjust them for your personal eye width. The last piece on the microscope is the condenser, this bottom piece right here. It's for narrowing and widening the amount of light that goes through the bottom of the microscope. This can help also for focusing images. Now we're going to go over how to properly use the oil lens with a sample slide. So let's say we have our bacteria sample on this slide right here. We have already worked our way through the 4X, the 10X, and the 40X lens, focusing on our sample. And now we're going to move on to the oil, which will provide an even greater magnification and clarity when looking at your sample. So in our little handy dandy box here on every bench, you see the little jar of oil. So what you're going to do is you're going to get one little drop. Let gravity do its work and just get a tiny drop onto the center of your sample. Next, we're going to slide it into place on the microscope, adjust it so it's over the lens, and then we can begin to use the oil lens. Now, the best way to visualize this is to look at it from the side, and you want to use the coarse adjustment knob to move the oil lens just so it barely kisses that little dollop of oil. So right when you see it disrupt the surface of the oil is how close it should be. Right there. After that, you only use the fine adjustment knob when viewing your sample. After you're done viewing, you will move the stage all the way back down, remove your sample, place in the slide discard, then you will take some lens paper, just one or half a sheet will be fine. I like to fold mine a little bit, and then you're just going to gently dab the lens, just to clear that oil without scratching that lens. You can also clean the light source, and that's it. Now we turn off our microscope, wrap up the cord, and put it back in our microscope cubby.